Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, cops kill man, seized the 2 guns in Denham town. A man was shot dead by the police and the 2 firearms were seized during an operation in Broadville, Denham town on Friday morning. The dead man has been identified as 27-year-old Jermaine Malcolm, otherwise called Bala, from 4th Street in Trenchtown, Kingston 12. Malcolm, police alleged, was a member of the Brooklyn gang and sometimes went by the name Jermaine Morris. Police said intelligence suggested that Malcolm was the cousin of a top-tier member of the One-Away gang in the community. It was also revealed that the firearms seized were from the arsenal of that gang. Reports were that around 6 a.m., an intelligence-led operation involving members of the military was carried out in the community. During the operation, the police observed Malcolm jumping from a roof. The team immediately accosted Malcolm, who pulled a firearm and pointed it in their direction. The members instantly opened fire at Malcolm, hitting him several times. A firearm fell to the ground and was found to be a black and silver Sarsilmas 9mm pistol with 6 cartridges. Malcolm was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead. Further checks were made in the area of operation, and a Uzi submachine gun with an empty magazine was found and seized. No member of the police party was injured during the incident. Motorist killed while making U-turn on Williamsfield Highway. A man died as a result of injuries he sustained in a 2-vehicle crash after he attempted to do a U-turn near the exit of the Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000 in Manchester on Thursday. Police identified him as Wayne Campbell, 57, a resident of Old Porus Road in the parish. A police report said about 4:50 p.m., Campbell was driving a black Mitsubishi Colt motorcar westbound towards Williamsfield when he attempted to make the U-turn where the median barrier ends from the westbound to the eastbound lane. A Toyota Hiace, which was traveling westbound, collided with the motorcar. Campbell was taken to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police are reminding motorists to desist from doing the illegal U-turn from the westbound to the eastbound lane and instead to utilize the nearby Williamsfield roundabout. Since the opening of the Mapen to Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000, political representatives have lobbied and made promises for a direct link for Porus onto the highway. Motorists traveling westbound from Kingston towards Mandeville can exit the highway at a toll gate to get to Clarendon Park and then continue to Porus, but residents and business people have argued that this option is not convenient. The Mapen to Williamsfield leg includes approximately 23 kilometers of a 4-lane arterial divided highway on a new alignment and approximately 5 kilometers of the existing Melrose Hill bypass, now a 4-lane rural arterial divided highway. The highway, which was opened in September 2023, remains toll-free. Man and a teen girl charged with the murder of contractor in Rollington town. A man and a teenage girl have been charged with the murder of 54-year-old contractor Kevin Johnson in the Rollington Avenue area of eastern Kingston on Tuesday, the police say. The accused are 26-year-old Javon Brown of Rollington town and a 17-year-old girl of a Red Hills Road address in St. Andrew. Her name has not been released because she is under the age of 18. Brown and the girl have been charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, robbery with aggravation, conspiracy to commit robbery, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. They are also charged with using a firearm to commit a felony, accessory before the fact, misprision of felony, being a part of a criminal organization, and attempting to pervert the course of justice. According to reports, Brown, the teen, and other accomplices allegedly lured Johnson to Rollington Avenue. Upon his arrival, he was reportedly robbed and shot. The police were summoned and Johnson was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police say a swift investigation led to the apprehension of Brown and the minor. The Kingston East police say they are still searching for other individuals believed to be involved in the incident. Anyone with information that can assist with the investigation is being urged to contact the Elliston Road Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-928-4200, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. Former loan company receptionist charged with embezzlement granted bail. A former receptionist of Torpedo Loans, who is accused of embezzling $500,000 from the company, was granted bail in the sum of $500,000 when she appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday. The accused, Kimberly Ricketts, has been charged with 2 counts of embezzlement stemming from allegations that she misappropriated funds from the loan company. When Ricketts appeared before Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Allain, she informed the court that she had repaid $200,000 to the company. The prosecution did not oppose a bail, which was subsequently granted. Ricketts is scheduled to reappear in court on July 22, when the matter will again be mentioned. According to reports, Ricketts allegedly collected money on behalf of her employer in November 2024 and again in June 2025, but instead used the funds for personal purposes. Following a verification process conducted by the company, discrepancies were discovered, leading to her arrest and a subsequent charge. Integrity Commission Annual Report: 2 more lawmakers referred for illicit enrichment, some cases closed. 2 more lawmakers are under investigation for alleged illicit enrichment, bringing to 13 the total number of parliamentarians who have been referred for either illicit enrichment or providing false information over the last 7 years, according to the latest Integrity Commission Annual Report. But the report also reveals that 6 investigations or preliminary inquiries connected to alleged illicit enrichment or the provision of false information involving lawmakers have been closed. The report did not disaggregate the cases. Details of the investigations are not publicly available, as the law bars the Commission from revealing any information until reports are tabled in Parliament. The report for the period April 1, 2024 to March 31, 2025 was tabled in the Senate on Friday. The opposition People's National Party had accused the government of seeking to avoid tabling the report. The document noted that the Director of Information and Complaints referred 2 parliamentarians for investigation for potential illicit enrichment under Sections 14 and 15 of the Corruption Prevention Act 2001. 4 public officials were also similarly referred. The action is based on the Director's assessment of the statutory declarations of income and assets submitted by the officials. Meanwhile, the annual report has revealed that 13 members of Parliament and 1 senator have been referred for illicit enrichment probes over the 7-year period from April 1, 2018 to March 31, 2025. 7 local government councillors, 1 permanent secretary, 7 heads of entities, and 36 persons in the category called other public officials have faced similar referrals over the period. In a separate table, the Commission disclosed that 6 investigations or preliminary inquiries into lawmakers over the alleged offenses of illicit enrichment or providing false information were closed over the 7-year period. It said there was 1 ruling to charge and 1 not to charge. It also stated that 6 cases against the other public officials were closed, 4 involving heads of entities and 1 each involving a permanent secretary and a councillor. Charges were recommended against the 2 councillors, 1 against a head of entity and 1 for other public official. The IC's illicit enrichment probes have been the source of significant public discussion and have figured prominently in the ongoing campaign ahead of the general election expected by September. Public debate intensified last year after the Commission said it could not conclude on the question of illicit enrichment in a probe involving Prime Minister Andrew Holness. It did not certify his 2021 income filings and referred the matter to the Financial Investigations Division. Holness has denied any wrongdoing and has brought a court action against the anti-corruption body under the Integrity Commission Act. Several lawmakers have also complained about being tainted and have called on the Commission to speed up its investigations. Section 14(5)(a) and (b) of the Corruption Prevention Act states that illicit enrichment occurs where a public servant owns assets disproportionate to his lawful earnings, and upon being requested by the Commission or any person duly authorized to investigate an allegation of corruption, fails to provide an explanation as to how he came by such assets or gives an explanation which is not considered satisfactory, he shall be liable to prosecution for the offense of illicit enrichment. The law further states that it shall be a defense to a person charged with the offense to show the court that he acquired the assets by lawful means. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.